Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Louis Pate with Cruise Lou Outdoors. Um, I know I haven't put anything on my channel in a long time, but I got things going on, so it is what it is. Uh, those of you that have subscribed or that watch my stuff, thank you very much. Today I want to talk about a rifle that I've had for a long time, and it was my uncle's rifle. And when I got it back in, let's see, it had to be 94, 95, something like that. I had seen the rifle before, but wasn't allowed to look at it close or touch it or anything because, you know, I was basically a young kid. Anyway, and I thought that I knew it was some sort of long Mauser. I didn't know, you know, I couldn't get close enough to it to really see. Anyway, after he passed away, my mom brought it to me, and it turns out that it was a Type 38 Airaska. It had the bayonet and everything, and I looked at it and I thought, gee, the stock is cracked. Of course, now I didn't know anything about Airaskas at the time. And then as I looked at it and went to fix it, I went, oh, okay, that's dovetailed in. That's odd, but that's cool. So anyway, but I thought, you know, this thing would probably make a pretty good deer rifle. So stupid me, again, I did not know. So everybody can make mistakes, right? So anyway, I cut the stock down and I glass bedded the action in the stock and everything. And then I took it to the gun store because I was trying to figure out exactly, you know, I was going to get scope bases for it of some kind. And when I walked in, you know, they told me what an idiot I was because I just chopped up the stock on a rifle with a mum on it, which means it was a battlefield capture and not a surrendered gun. Well, too late. So anyway, I went, well, I won't do anything else to it because I've got all the hardware and everything, and I'll just buy a stock. Well, that was 30 years ago, 20 years ago at least. Can't find a stock for it. So a couple months ago, I got tired of looking at it in its current configuration. And I went, well, since I can't put it back to the way that it should be, I'll go ahead and do what I was planning on doing to start with. And that I was thinking, you know, like a rather lightweight hunting gun. So that's what I did. And I finished sportizing it. And I'll just go ahead and flip the camera around now so you guys can see what I've done. So here we go. No, it's not going to let me do it. I got to pause it to do it. Okay, so now we're back. Let me back up so you guys can see this thing. And don't mind the mess on my workbench, but there it is. Now, see if I can get some more light on it without blinding you guys out. Yeah, there we go. This, the paint job that's on it, I kind of did like a hybrid of a couple different German schemes. And I've got pictures of the whole build process that I did and how I got this paint job and everything. And I'll post them up if anybody wants to see them. But basically what I did was I went over the rifle with a textured finish Krylon. And then I used some of this stuff right here, which is spackle tape. And I cut it out and put it on here and resprayed it to give me this checkering. And then I primed it in like a tan. And then I did the like Krylon camo colors. And all of these black lines are all hand done. And anyway, let's see what else. I'll put the mum. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Where's my light at? Oh, there it is on the floor. Hang on. To kind of keep a tradition, I put a mum on the back of this, which is actually just a carpet tack. But anyway, as you can see, there is no ammo. Well, there is ammo in this room, but the rifle's not loaded. This was a straight pull bolt. I cut it, bent it down, and inlay the stock there for it to clear. And as you can see now, it clears my scope well. Action's very smooth on it. And it's a controlled round feed, which I really like. The safety's a little bit inky, but again, I'll show you that. Okay, so the way the safety on this thing works is pretty weird. You have to push the back of the, it's really hard to do, reverse. Hang on. Yeah, let me do it like this. Set this here. You just push in and twist it up. Now the trigger's disconnected and the action's lock closed. To fire the gun, you just simply need to push in, just barely push in, and it will rock back down. So, and you can do it really quietly. But anyway, the scope on this is a Weaver K4, and it's just got a standard duplex in it. And it's actually, I mean, it's not bad. It is perfectly suited to the 6.5 by 50 Japanese round. That's a 6.5 by 50 SR, semi-rimmed. I'll show you one. Let me get it out of the... So this is a 147 grain soft nose. And as you can see, it's a very long bullet, but that 6.5s tend to be that way, and it makes it a very stable, very accurate platform. And these are 147 grains, like I said, so they're a little bit heavy. I had some, I think, 139 grains. I had 3 of those, and I shot them just initially dialing the scope in. And then once we got it close, I did a 3-shot group at 100 yards, and I want to show you that. And this is it right here. So it ended up printing, this is 3 shots, and yeah, it's strung a little bit, but I want to say here at this point too that this rifle is probably a bit more accurate than what's here. For one thing, these are factory loads, right? So they're not, you know, I don't know, they're enormous, so they're high quality stuff, but I don't know how consistent they are, because I don't have a chronograph, and I didn't try to chronograph any of it. But anyway, 2, I was using my steady rest rifle rest, but it was on this really cheesy like little fold out table, and it wobbled around pretty good. And hindsight being 2020, I should have made this square when I made these targets. I should have made them at least that's a 1-inch square, and I should have brought it out to maybe 1.5 inches all the way around. It would have been a lot easier to see at 100 yards through the 4 power. But regardless of that, I was aiming in on this bottom one and fired 3 rounds, and this is what I got: 1 7/8 inch at 100 yards. And the barrel was already warmed up and everything. So that's not bad. And speaking of barrel, that's how much I took off the barrel. Believe it or not, I actually used a pipe cutter to cut the barrel, and then I spent a lot of time recrowning the barrel. Let me see if I can get you a look at it. And it's not the prettiest job, but you know what? It works. So this is really hard to do one-handed. So yeah, so you can see, and I counterbored, and everything's smooth. The bore on this thing is bright and clean, very aggressive rifling. I'm really thinking this gun is going to be, I think with hand loads, I'll be able to get this puppy down to much closer to 1 inch than what it is now. Maybe even better. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with different hand loads for it, you know, and just basically configure a load for the rifle. Also, while I was at it, I was working on a knife. This, I think this is a charade. Yeah, this is an old charade that the dog chewed the handle off of it. So I made another handle for it and painted it to to match. So anyway, but again, the purpose of this, and I just kind of, I put the sling swivel stud on here just so I can mount the bipod. Not that I'm planning on really using it with a bipod, because that kind of defeats the purpose of it being a light rifle. Oh, and I have, this is an Uncle Mike's quick sling. Let me flip it around. Oh, come on, baby. You can do it. There we go. So this is an Uncle Mike's quick sling, and if you just snatch this tab, it extends the sling. So it's pretty easy to use. And I mounted it on the side so it would lay flat on my back. My idea when I started doing this was like mountain rifle. You know, and if I had a composite stock, maybe it would be there. And the barrel is a little bit, you know, a little bit thick for a lightweight rifle, but again, it's a military rifle that I sporterized. So for all you guys out there that are going to hate on me for cutting this up, you can't hate on me any more than I hate on myself for doing it, because I didn't realize, like I said, what I had, what the significance of the mum was being on the rifle. Oh, and I put this, I inlaid this medallion. It's a North American Hunters Association. And I just thought that thing had been laying around for a long time. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that would be cool to inlay in a rifle. Well, here it is. So recoil is, I mean, it's not, I can't, it's, I'll tell you this much. I was shooting my M1A and my SOCOM yesterday when we went. And even the big M1A kicks harder than this. Of course, it's in 7.62 by 5.1. So, you know, powder capacity isn't there. Bullet weight, when I got to these 147s, you know, you're about the same as well, you're exactly the same as the 147 surplus I was shooting. And, you know, I had some, I shot some 165 grain SSTs, Hornadays, and I don't think I shot any 150 SSTs yesterday. But anyway, I was just kind of verifying zero on that rifle anyway. So there's the rifle. So, you know, feel free to tell me what you think. You know, ask me any questions or whatever. Yeah, if you're going to hate on me because of what I did, then, you know, I just assume you keep it to yourself, because, you know, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. So won't make that mistake again. But having said that, I think it's going to be a great rifle. Ballistically, from what I understand here, I'm going to have to flip this thing around again. So hang on, I'll be right back. So, as I was saying, ballistically, it's about 100 feet per second behind 6.5 Creedmoor. So, you know, they're known for being flat shooters and very accurate and all that stuff. So, I think for, you know, hunting rifles, by no means a precision rifle. Wasn't trying to build one. But, you know, a 2-inch group at 100 yards first time out with factory ammo, you know, I'm not kicking about that. Within the range that the cartridge is effective, say out to 300 yards, you know, you're talking about a 6-inch group, which is still a dead deer. And I'm sorry, my boss is here, aren't you, buddy? Say hi. Yeah, you know, he'll say nothing, all right? Okay. Anyway, I'm really happy with it, and I think that it's going to be a really good rifle. And like I say, I wish I hadn't cut it up, but I didn't know when I cut it up. So there's that. And, you know, again, it's just, you know, I really wanted something that was a little lightweight, you know, to hunt with. Yeah, I could have gone out and bought another 308 or 243 or whatever. But, you know, to me, I like doing stuff like this. So it you know, it's special to me just because I did it. And, you know, when I'm not here anymore, one of my nephews will end up with it, I'm sure. And, you know, they'll continue to pop deer with it. So, but But there it is, 6.5 by 50. A Japanese Type 38 Airaska Sportized. And I'm really looking forward to hunting with it this year. And in closing, like I always do, I'm going to tell you, you know, if you're going to get on the water, wear your PFD. No excuses. If you're not going to wear a PFD, don't get on the water. That's all there is to it. And, you know, treat each other like you want to be treated. And, you know, be kind to everybody that you can, but, you know, don't change yourself to suit anybody else either. Stand your ground if you have to. So, there it is. So, this is Louis Pate, Cruiser Lou Outdoors. I'll be doing a couple more videos here in the next couple days or so, pursuant to the range trip with the other rifles that I took. So, we'll talk about that when we do those. And everybody keep your lines tight and be happy. Catch y'all later.